Hello everyone, it's Stray Faye here with another episode of Olympia Soiree. Right, starting chapter 5 of Tokisada's route. Last episode we had another date with him at the beach, although it wasn't as fluffy as our ice cream date. We found a katana at the beach that happened to be Tokisada's. Just kind of adding a little bit more mystery and lore to him. Like, possibly he's a samurai from Japan? Like, maybe they'll give us more info on that. We also learned some more customs of the women of Tenyo Island, how they used to bring men to the island. Kind of reminds me of the Gerudo, how they would just like go to Hyrule Castle Town or something to kidnap boyfriends, but then they send them back without their memories. Although some of the people on Tengu Island do remember old man Uso. And then we ended off with another dance to the sun while Tokisada watched, and Olympia, or Byakuya's mind just keeps going back to Tokisada now. So the little bud in her heart, little bud of love, is starting to blossom. So let's start the next chapter, A Name in a Book. I felt absolutely great today. The sky and the ocean were bright with the dazzling light from the sun. I guess it wasn't anything too serious. It looks like everything is back to normal again. Back down to Yomi. Hi, Riku. I haven't seen you in a while. Good morning. Good morning to you, too. What a fine day it is today. Yeah, all because of Byakuya and her dancing. About your delivery service. I would like to suggest you end it before anything happens. No. That came out of nowhere. I'm doing just fine. Just fine without you, sir. As far as I can tell, nothing bad has happened so far. Something bad could happen today. There he goes again. I understand that I'm causing trouble to the military and to Akaza, but it's not as though I'm involved in any illegal activities. I know she's being safe. She's like doing it during the day. She doesn't stay out late at night. So like, and she is in very public places. Your delivery service has been of concern to me ever since I first heard about it. I believe Akaza has been far too lenient with you. Is that so? Yuriku's just a big old downer. It is not a crime to deliver letters. However, I cannot help but feel uneasy when I see you. I fear you'll act on even more foolish ideas. I'll give him credit. He is sharp. Oh, she's looking for trouble. I bet he would never let me go through to Yomi if I told him I'm planning to bring people from there to the surface. Yeah, that's a little bit of a bigger crime. Unless we go through the right channels, somehow get approval. Maybe for just like a single outing, controlled outing. Well, I must be going to pick up my letters, so if you'll excuse me, yeah, just don't act all nervous, Byakuya. You're not planning anything bad, are you? Wait a moment. Something's not right today. You're planning on doing something again, aren't you? Not at all. Not yet. Not yet. Just as I was about to make my escape. Oh, hi, Tokisada, to the rescue. Come on, they're just letters. Ah! You military folks are so hard-headed. Let's go, sis. Yeah, before she, like, spills the beans even more. I'm going to continue my deliveries, but I promise I won't cause you any trouble. Not good. She's planning something, isn't she? Was he big mean to you? He didn't treat you badly, did he? He mostly just overly concerned to the point where he just wants us to stop doing anything? Thank you, but I'm alright. I can't deny that the military must see me as a source of anxiety. Kaza gave me a stern warning about it before I started my delivery service, and it's causing so many problems, so many people having to protect her. He said that I need to be careful in what I do. That sounds just like what he'd say. Whatever the case, I'm not planning on stopping my deliveries. The whole point of it was to bring change to the island. But there's another reason too. It's because the people here are like me. Like you? But you're not a criminal, are you? I wasn't sure what to say. After all, I did mutilate Doma's hand. I mean, she felt like she was in danger. Tenyu Island is my home. I can look at it as much as I want, but I can never go back. I don't have any parents to write a letter to. So being able to deliver something like that is almost like a dream to me. I looked up at Yomi's sky. I didn't know much about this island because I had kept it to myself inside the manor for so long. The first time I ever stepped foot in Yomi was a couple weeks ago. I'm sure there's a lot of things I don't know yet. I've avoided a lot of things in life. Which is why I don't want to look away from the things I can see now. You really are something, sis. You're amazing. Tokisada gave a chuckle as he pinched the ornament on his collar. I can tell you're very well grounded. He seems to be confused about his place with them, whether he can laugh with them, said Yosoga. Yosoga's words crossed my mind. Maybe I can ask now. Tokisada? Do you still want to return to your homeland? Huh? That's so sudden. Okay, so the correct answer. Let's not bring Tsukiyomi into this. Tsukiyomi isn't, like... it's, like, not part of this relationship. Is it odd for me to ask that? That's the correct answer. Is it odd for me to ask you that? I mean, you did propose to me. I guess that makes sense. To be honest, it's a coin toss. On one hand, I want to live with you, and so far living on this island's been great, except for the... Yeah, as long as you're part of the top tier of the color class system, it's fine, sure. But on the other hand, I'm not sure I can stay here, considering I haven't accomplished anything. I can't say that I'm a man worthy of being with you yet. You're thinking too much! Oh, huh? Wait, did I miss a text box? That seemed to go very quickly. No, I guess not. What did I just say? I felt flustered by my sudden outburst. Wait, does this mean that Tokisada is becoming someone special to me? The realization made it difficult for me to look at Tokisada. Thanks. I like you not just because you're brave, but also because you're kind. Like... My fingertips began to feel numb as the word echoed and stirred something inside me. That's right. I went to see you perform last night. Yes, I noticed. You put a flower down into the water, right? I wanted to get to it, so I chased after it for a bit, but then the waves washed it away. Oh. I see. Don't think of it as, like, bad luck, though. Like, oh, this love isn't gonna work out. So Tokisada didn't get it. I tried to hide my disappointment with a smile. Come to think of it, I should have known it would be washed away. I'm not even sure why I thought it even had a chance of reaching Tokisada. Sis, I bet we have some tea. No, like, I like to think, like, no, it took so long for the katana to, like, get to Tokisada. Like, I have a feeling the flower is, like, gonna eventually, like, get to him. If assuming no one else picked it up. Like, it's gonna come to him later. The love will come later. Maybe we can talk about how to bring Matsuba and Kaina up to the surface. We discussed the situation over some steamed bread sweetened with brown sugar. Man, I want some sweets now. First, the basics. Writing a letter of complaint. You mean a petition? Akaza's good at that. We should ask him. I guess you could say that. A letter to the big guys of the island. But Akaza said he's written numerous letters before, so shouldn't we do something different? We should get more people in on it. To be honest, people from the primary color classes like Akaza shouldn't be sending those letters. Sure, Akaza is the big director of the Kotowari, but it makes more sense for those who are oppressed to speak out. But wouldn't it only put Matsuba and Kaina in hot water? Yeah, right? Like, Akaza has at least, like, a shred of power. Well, yes, but... Before anything else, I assume we will need a very good reason in order to get people to listen to us. I don't think Lord Jigen would deny our petition. The problem lies with Doma and elder sister Shura. I'm pretty sure Shura, yeah, probably would adhere to traditions. I mean, Doma's an outsider. You think you'd want to do some change, but I don't know, he's mean. They may deny anything we send to them the moment they find out I'm involved. Really? But there aren't any choices left if those two go against us. Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We should think about it a bit more. It sucks, like, you think Doma being the guardian is like, oh, that's gonna put Doma in our corner, and then we have Jigen, who's just nice overall, like, but no. Doma's just like the Severus Snape. Just hates us. Sis? I wanted to ask you before, but... Does Lord Doma treat you badly or something? I mean, we know he's like... he's not... What do you call it? Like, he's not physically abusive. He's kind of, like, verbally abusive. Like, he puts her down all the time. He doesn't sugarcoat the truth at all. Does he? Not at all. Or don't act like it. It's not that he treats me badly or that we don't get along. And he's never been violent or anything. It's just... I was at a loss for words. I mean, calling her a monster, yeah, that's kind of... That's not violently abusive, but I say that's verbal abuse. Couldn't seem to explain my relationship with Doma. He wasn't my friend, he wasn't my lover, and he wasn't my parent. It's just... I have my reasons for being with him. It was wrong of me to place all the blame on him. After all, I did destroy his hand. It's alright. You don't need to explain. But let me know if you need anything. I'll always have your back. That's really nice to know. Thank you. Ah, I forgot. I was supposed to go see Matsuba's mother today to pick up her letter. Tokisada, would you mind coming with me? We might come up with a good idea while walking. Oh, Fukiko. Please take care. Bye. I'll make sure it gets to her. I tucked the envelope inside my bag. She looked out towards the Kunado Shrine Gate. This may be a rather rude question, but What kind of place is Yomi? The gate prevents us from passing through, despite our being so close to it. I think the biggest difference is that the colors aren't separated down there. Oh. But it doesn't mean it's chaotic. The military patrols the area quite frequently, and there's a lot of good people there too. It has its fair share of bad too. I suppose in a sense it's no different from the surface. Isn't speaking with our kind of bother to you? The higher color classes generally despise us. I couldn't answer right away. It was my fault for never truly understanding the state of affairs on this island. All I can say is, I'm happy that I can speak with you. I won't deny that there are people who may not even want to come near here, but I plan to talk to you and Matsuba more. But why? Is it perhaps because you are being punished? Why is that the conclusion? Huh? No, not at all. I'm doing my deliveries because I want to. My only involvement with the Kotowari and the military is to have these letters inspected. I see. It's true that I kept to myself for so long, but I want to meet as many people as I can now. You haven't done anything wrong, so please don't speak of yourself as if you have. I am truly sorry, she mumbled with her eyes cast down. In any case, I'll make sure this reaches Matsuba. I'm sure you'll get a reply back from her soon. I never thought she would see me as being affiliated with the Kotowari or the military. That's how scary it is to be approached by a higher color class. I mean, you could be executed just for falling in love outside your class. We seemed to sigh endlessly as we made our way to the Kotowari. There are so many problems to take care of, but first, I need to earn her trust. I feel like the word optimism was made for you. Tokisada was rubbing his collar again. It seemed to be a habit of his. I almost forgot, sis. How about we buy some flowers and lay them at the hospital monument? Huh? Not that we should give up on Matsuba and Kaina, but it'd be nice to have as many flowers there as possible. That'd be nice. Let's do it in their stead. That's a great idea. Let's do it. Okay, we haven't seen this building before. Tenshin Hospital. A grand building with domes. I see. So this is the monument? Is it the triangular thing in the background? I think. I wasn't so sure myself since the monument was so plain. Is there like a plaque on it somewhere? Nothing was etched upon it, and the only thing adorning it were some dried flowers. Look. If we don't take care of this, the spirits will let us have it. Tokisada took out his handkerchief and started scrubbing the monument. Doing some grave cleaning. like in Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life when we like scrubbed Nina's grave. Huh? The sight of him doing so was strangely adorable, and I couldn't help but just stand there and watch him. He's like, this is an odd custom. I'm not bad-mouthing the people of the island, but they need to pay more respect to the dead. You're right. I think so too. I snapped out of my trance and quickly took out my own handkerchief to help scrub the monument clean. This is a weird sight. You didn't have to use your handkerchief, sis. It's okay. I want to help too. Really? Sorry for making you help. Like I said, I want to. I felt strangely embarrassed. Blushing in front of a monument dedicated to the dead felt so wrong. Even so, I'm a bit happy now. I was getting to know Tokisada little by little, just from being with him. My heart beat faster with each new thing I learned. I'm glad the handkerchief's working. If not, I was gonna come back with a bucket and a scrubbing brush. I could just imagine him standing there with those items in hand. Then... Tokisada? If you don't mind, how about we come here every so often to clean the monument together? Huh? Tokisada's hands stopped moving, and I could see his face slowly turning red. It's a dead grave cleaning. Let's do it. Absolutely. We'll bring a bucket and some brushes and polish it to perfection. How romantic. Right. I really did hope we wouldn't be smited for blushing in front of a memorial monument. Yeah, guys, stop flirting in front of the dead. Lady Matarasu, please forgive us. The monument wasn't very large, so the cleanup ended rather quickly. With a satisfied look, Tokisada set down the flowers and knelt quietly. Lord, please grant those who have passed eternal rest. May you continue to shine your heavenly light upon them. May they all rest in peace. Amen. Wait, is Tokisada Christian? I don't know my Japanese history, so I don't know what year they tried to bring Christianity over there. I was captivated by his beautiful and solemn voice. I could truly sense that Tokisada felt compassion for those who passed away. Tokisada? Is that a prayer spoken in Japan? It's more of a prayer based on what I believe, rather than one from Japan. Is he like a missionary? Like a samurai Christian missionary? I don't understand the difference. Yeah, it's like Christianity is like not a Japanese religion, although it is widespread. It's just different. Tokisada looked down with an expression that seemed to mark a terrible, lonely suffering. Oh, Canon? There you are, Tokisada, of all places. So I heard you found something rare. What are you doing here? Oh, better hide your katana from him. We're friends, you know. You should have let me know more about it. So he's friends with Canon. I just found it yesterday. A messenger sent word to me that Lord Jigen allowed you to keep it. But this is a very rare thing indeed. This is the first time an item that an outsider used before found its way here. I didn't know that. It is what you're carrying now. Or is it what you're carrying now? Looks like a katana. So you were a warrior after all. Tokisada doesn't look well. Uh-oh. Is this his past that he doesn't want to know us to know? You never did like talking about your life before you came here, did you? While we're at it, why don't you tell us a bit more about yourself now? I don't think... Get out of here. Like, don't pressure him. Well, there's nothing to talk about. Come now, no need to be shy. Lord Doma, Lord Jigen, Lord Tsukuyomi, and Lord Hiriko all have special powers. I recall reading a book that drifted from Japan with a name in it. Amakusa Shiro Tokisada. Uh-oh. Was it a history book? Huh? That's an odd feeling, like... Because, yeah, we get things from different time periods. So, like, theoretically, we could get a person from the past. And then maybe a modern-day book about them. Tokisada, who exactly are you? Oh, well, I feel sorry. Like we shouldn't be interrogating him now. It's like it's probably a secret that he wanted to divulge on his own. I won't ask for your blade to be kept at a bistro since it's yours, but I wonder if I could borrow it for a bit of research. Research? Yes, and it's important to this island. It's really rare to find weapons and armor drift here without being damaged by the seawater. Please, for the sake of Tengu Island. Well, but this is... In contrast to the excited Canon, Tokisada looked off apprehensively. As though he wanted nothing more than to run. I don't want to interfere, but I think we should interfere. Be like, Canon, this is none of your business. Like shove off. I needed a way to get their attention. I'm gonna be like, flash him. No, let's not do that. So I pretended to faint. Okay, there's that too. Like, oh my. Tokisada, forgive me. I feel so dizzy. Huh? Oh dear. I can hardly stand. Could you please escort me back to the manor? Oh no. I'll talk to you later, Canon. Tokisada supported me as we walked slowly. Just pretend to faint. Oh my! Sis, there's a carriage over there. We can take that end. I snuck a glance behind him to make sure Canon hadn't followed us. I'm sorry, I was just pretending. Huh? I'm sorry if I scared you, but... It looked like you didn't want to let him take your katana. You seemed like you wanted to run away. I'm sorry for lying and making you worry about me. I took another look around just to be sure. It's fine now. I don't see Canon around. Unbelievable. Tokisada leaned against me with a chuckle. His soft hair brushed lightly against my cheek, making my body tense up. Oh my. I gotta hand it to you, sis. You're right. I didn't want to give him my katana. I just feel like I need to keep it with me at all times. I'm not surprised. It's obviously something very important to you. Oh god, it's tickled. My cat just like walked up to me and just like licked my foot. I was like, ah, what was that? It scared me a little bit. And then you just walk away. Alright. He chuckled again. I know Canon doesn't mean any harm. He's just trying to do his job. Like with this article about you. Yes. You wrote an article about me back when I arrived on the island too. I couldn't help but chuckle at the idea of it. Come to think of it, Tokisada did look a bit unwell when Canon's name came up in the conversation before. It's like are they friends? Like, Canon acts like they're friends, but I feel like Canon's like a nuisance in a lot of people's lives. He's like writing stories about them that people don't want to have in the paper. Like guess he feels the same way about it as I did. In any case, thank you. You saved me. Just for the time being. I'm sure you'll see him again. That's good enough for me. Now then. I must thank you sincerely for saving me. Tokisada bowed to me. Huh? Well, I shall repay you for your kindness one day. Wait, don't make it sound like I did anything important. And talk to me like you usually do. You don't need to repay me for anything. But... just to take good care of your katana. It did drift all this way to find you after all. Tokisada looked away for a moment as if unsatisfied. He then nodded in response. My way of speaking may sound strange from time to time. That was how everyone used to talk where I came from, but I guess it can sound overly formal here. So I learned to copy someone from the green. I didn't know that. I don't think you need to force yourself to change the style of your speech. But I do live on this island, so gotta blend in. There was a hesitancy in the way he spoke. It wasn't loathing or disdain, but the light in his eyes seemed distant and fleeting. Is your soul still drifting over the waves? Just when that thought came to mind. When I arrived here, I thought I could start my life anew. To tell you the truth, I caused a lot of trouble to people back where I came from. I never spent time with girls either, so I wanted to be a different person this time. I could tell he was speaking in earnest. Must have been quite an adjustment for him. Oh, Tsukiyomi, where's the voice modulator?
But I have seen countless corpses drift ashore.
I don't want you to be one of them. I'm sure Tokisada longs to go home, just like I long to return to Tenyo Island. But if he really did become my husband, maybe my feelings will get through to him now. Tokisada? I know this might not be the best thing to say to someone who wants to return to their homeland, but I'm glad you found your way to this island. Huh? I understand how you feel about wanting to go home. I mean, I want to return to Tenyo Island too. But you found your way here somehow and we were able to meet. So I hope you can somehow find true happiness here on this island. Sis. I'm sure Japan must have been wonderful, but this place is it's not as wonderful, but oh, it's gonna start crying. Oh, baby boy, stop. Slowly, Tokisada's mysterious eyes became wet with tears. Huh? Tokisada? Oh, this isn't because of you, sis. It's just... I'm sorry. I just remembered something I had to do. Oh, bye, he ran. Tokisada, wait! Tokisada ran off without even looking back. He left me. Oh no! What did I do? How can I make the person who asked me to marry him cry? No. Rip. Uh-oh. Is he, like, disappeared for a while? Tokisada has not come by today. I do not believe he has a reservation either. I see. I'm sorry for bothering you then. Did you have a fight? I think it's a lover's quarrel. No, I made my boyfriend cry. Even worse, I made him cry. All of life is an experience. Here, have something sweet to cheer you up. Probably not expecting the boy to cry. He's like, usually it's the opposite. Mint chocolate drops. They're delicious. Aw, save some for Tokisada. I popped another one in my mouth as I wandered around Yomi. I'm worried about Tokisada, but I'm not sure how I can cheer him up. I wanted him to stay on this island. Yeah, please don't just jump in the water. But what would make his soul want to take root here? Marrying me? Are we gonna try to tie him down? Is that gonna make you feel bad? I shook away the thought as it came to my mind. That would be arrogant of me to think, not to mention... Ah, there you are! Hello there! Who is this? It is... Good day, Lady Olympia! Who is it? Good day! It's like roulette of characters that can pop down here. She has that mark on her cheek. Is it Matsuba? She's probably around my age, or is it a new person? She must have been with the green, judging by her vibrant green hair. Okay. She has a name, but no portrait to, like, go along with it. She has a nice name. My name is Sasara. May I ask you to deliver a letter for me? Why, of course. Where to? To Lord Kanan at Ebisero. Kanan? But he doesn't seem to be from this color class, or she doesn't seem to be from his color class. But she must know him somehow. Most of the letters I've delivered have been to senders' families, but... Please take good care of it, because it's a love letter to my beloved Lord Kanan. This is how scandalous. Yes, you know, that could land you in hot water. Well, she's already in hot water, but... It's a love letter, alright. Really? I know it would have been simpler if I brought this along with tomorrow's batch instead. But she did say it's a love letter, so I thought I should deliver it right away. I think love letters are, like, really dangerous in this world, or you can, like, go to banishment. This is not really a jail, it's just, like, down to the underground or executed. Hey, Akaza, about that report to the hospital. Kuroba, could you bring me one of your burners? I need to borrow the flame. Uh-oh. Flame? Why? Are we gonna burn the letter? Can't we just, like, return to sender? Kuroba went to his laboratory and brought back a small, open lamp, setting it down on the desk in front of Akaza. Akaza lifted the letter over the fire. Akaza, don't burn it! It's a letter addressed to Kanan, right? I need to see if there's a hidden message that would be revealed by applying heat. You think... Wait, is there some conspiracy going on between, like, Kanan and the people of Yomi? Oh, him. Gotcha. Let me bring some solutions we could use. Are you serious? You usually don't do this. Yeah, usually you just read them and you're just like, okay, approved. I don't want to doubt him, but it is Kanan who's involved. He has an extensive network of informants. So there's a chance he could be using love letters as a channel for information. So who is it from? Let me see. Ah, Sasara of the Green. Oh wait, she's not with the Green anymore. Oh, do you know of her, Kuroba? I doubt she remembers me at all. Was it another fling? Back when she lived on the surface, she came to see me asking if I could sell her an aphrodisiac. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Are those legal? Maybe. Maybe among, like, the nobility trying to, like, conceive their special color babies. A what? An aphrodisiac? I think the book described it as... She gave up after I explained that I couldn't sell her medicines without a prescription. It was after that she was exiled to Yomi. Alright, well, I guess she tried something else and failed. Sasara, formerly of the Green. I remember now. So it's from her. She's a bit too rash for Canon's taste, which means she would not make a good informant. Akaza stared at the letter. Seems that holding it over the fire hadn't revealed any hidden messages. A love letter from Yomi, eh? Let me see. If I can see you but once more, I'll give up my love for you. Will you come to Yomi? So, sort of feel sorry for her. It definitely sounds one-sided. Then again, it's best to give up on a hopeless situation and look for someone better in Yomi. Take Kaina, for example. Canon's job gives him access to a permit through Kunado. You'd think he'd have it in him to at least go and see his brother, right? Come to think of it, yeah, he doesn't. Like, he just ignores him. Well, not that I have any siblings of my own. I can't assume what their relationship's like. In any case, you can deliver this letter to Canon. But to be sure to report any suspicious behavior. He's gonna be like, why is it all charred? Like, why is it all like crinkly as if someone like poured solution on it? Understood. Alright. So I guess, yeah, Canon's getting more and more suspicious. Good day. Ah, Olympia. I hope you're feeling better. Somehow, yes. Sat down. I recovered after almost fainting. What can I do for you? Have you come to ask me not to bully Tokisada? He knows I was faking it back then. I came to deliver a letter to you. It's from Sasara, formerly of the Green. Sasara. Ah. She said it's a love letter, so I wanted to bring it to you as soon as I could. You're lying. Huh? Huh? You came here to find out about Tokisada. I bet what I said piqued your interest. I mean, I feel like I probably came more here to find out about you because Akaza is like a little suspicious. Huh? Wait, did I miss a box? Okay, yeah. I read that. How foolish of me to notice. Foolish of me to notice it only now. I hadn't realized it, but apparently my curiosity about him dwelled deep in my heart. That face. You seem keen on understanding Tokisada's troubles, but you're ignorant of what lies inside your own heart. I'm not here to talk about myself right now. Oh, how terribly rude of me, Lady Olympia. Please, let's get back to your precious Tokisada. Doesn't need to say it like that. Say it with contempt. Precious. The word gripped my heart with pain. Unfortunately, I don't know much about him, aside from bits and morsels. What about that book? There was a boy by the name of Amakusa Shiro Tokisada in a land called Japan beyond the ocean. Apparently, he died at a young age. Huh? Wait, died? I mean, was it a different Tokisada? It said that he was executed for plotting a rebellion against the rulers of his land. Huh. Kind of like what we're thinking about, like a rebellion, a mild rebellion. But not, like, open up in arms, just letting a few people, like, to the surface for a little bit. Of course, it could be a story of someone else with the same name, but it's fascinating, isn't it? The Tokisada beyond the ocean is supposed to be dead? It could be someone else, but the fact that they're bringing this up, like, Okay, that's weird. Also, my microphone software just decided to update, so hopefully nothing weird happening with my audio. I couldn't make sense of it in my head. We ate mint chocolate ice cream together. The look in his eyes as he stared at me was clear as day. I mean, yeah, he didn't seem like a corpse. Was Tokisada supposed to be dead? I mean, maybe? Like, maybe people just come back to life here. Is this like some sort of like purgatory for them? Like Tsukiyomi, like, seems like he could be some ethereal, like someone just reborn. They all have powers. They're not like normal people. No. Canon must be playing around with me. Or it could be a coincidence that they share the same name. Is there anything else you know? Olympia, have you forgotten what I do here? If you desire information, you need to pay the price. How much? I think he wants more information. Or this. Cannon moved his face closer to me. He then lifted up my chin with his writing brush. I'm sorry. I'm only kidding. You're just too cute. Okay. It's time to give me the skeevies now. He was suspicious before, but we kind of like understood it because, I mean, he writes newspapers as his job, but okay, that's just not even like fishing for information at this point. This is creepy. I glared at him as hard as I could, but he was unfazed. Next time, I won't allow you to behave this way in front of me. My apologies. It was simply my way of paying you respect. Cannon put the letter from Soiree into his pocket. I'll read the letter, but I won't write a reply. Soiree is a resident of Yomi now, and will never again return to the surface. Even if she does love me, that love will never come to fruition now. Giving her hope would be cruel. But beyond that, there is already a woman that I want. Okay. Is that so surprising? I am a man of marriageable age after all. Yes, of course. I'm sorry about that. I will let you decide what to say to Soiree, but I won't be writing back to her, period. I wonder who he likes. Is it someone that he can't have? Like his brother? The sun's already gone down. I want to talk to Matsuba first, so I'll have to get back to Soiree later. Alright, back to the mana. Daifuku, I made Tokisada cry today. What should I do?
I won't be able to help unless you share the details with me.
I didn't want to hurt him or anything. I actually want him to stay here on this island. I thought about how you and Paris could live together too, but I didn't expect finding a husband would be so difficult. Yeah, you gotta be careful of their feelings.
Isn't Paris doing anything? He's a member of the clan, so he's supposed to assist his master however he can.
I looked out at Tenyo Island as I sipped my Iroha flower tea. What Canon said is bothering me. Is that what you're carrying now? Looks like a katana. So you were a warrior after all. Ah.
Yomi?
To the library? I ran to the parlor and looked through the bookshelf in search of a certain book. Do we have information about Tokisada? It should be around here somewhere. Found it. This shelf was lined with copies of books that had drifted ashore. Oh. I was right. I had heard Tokisada's name before. It was back when my teacher taught me about Japan. I searched through the book furiously. Amakusa Shiro Tokisada. Canon wasn't lying. It's all here. I kept reading the sentence over and over again. Tokisada, are you really dead? Getting a little existential here. Longing to embrace the next chapter. Okay. Well, they're throwing all sorts of stuff at us. Like, it's already weird enough that we have this, like, fantasy island with color classes, and, like, we have powers to extract souls into crystals. Now we have the dead walking again. Okay. That's a lot to ruminate on. Yeah, I want to keep going, but yeah, I need to rest my voice a bit. So, anywho, I hope you guys are enjoying the story so far, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.